Okay, we're back from our break. I'm going to go ahead and draw this right here. I only have 19 minutes to draw each time. My camera cuts off, so I cut it out this time by choice. Let's put this bad boy over here. We've just done these two shapes. They're white, they're plastic. No real surprises right there. They all both have two different forms in there. This one is kind of fun right there because it almost has three right there. This is a cube shape at the bottom right there. And it's got kind of a little bit of a cone thing going up here that ends up with a cylinder at the top. It's kind of broken off because we've got a handle on one side, so it's really complex. So this is going to be fun for them to explore, even though it looks kind of simple because it's all just one value right there, in this case white. It has a label on there, but it does have three of them. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Once again, our standard procedure is to make sure that we find and locate the shapes we're going to be making first. The one at the bottom one will be this cubed form right here. So we'll be making this one first. We're going to locate it down here, so the first time we're going to have a box shape. We want to once again mark off its general size. I want it to be big. So I want it to be about from here to here. This makes your drawing big because you're going to work to this size. The second thing is you want to put it at a good angle, an angle that doesn't look like a flat shape, but actually shows this dimension like this. So that's a 3/4 view. This is like a front view and a profile. This is a front view. Boy, it shows nothing. This is the side view, but a slight turn either from the back or the front is better. I'm going to show the back side because I want to see the handle. If I show the front side, I miss the handle. So I'm really, really being clever about this. I want to make sure, and you are too, that you showcase everything that's going to be cool about it. Here's the base of it. It's got a leading edge, the closest edge right here. And I'm going to kind of locate that right about here. And that's going to set up the bottom right there with the left side going up because it gets higher right there, like in our box form right here. See? And then the right side, we can either look at the real one or just make sure we got that one. There it is. It might appear a little bit smaller. This is a very big object, so I'm not going to draw it really the full size, but I am going to fill up the paper with it. So there's that. And the box shape at the bottom, I am going to draw through it because once again I'm talking about maybe we'll have objects behind there, and I want to make sure that the groundwork for all of these objects do not interlock with each other, do not create awkward situations. So there's the back right there. This line goes up this way towards some vanishing point. This one doesn't go like this or this, but it wants to go in the same direction. So there's that. This one's going up like this. This one's going to want to go over here in the same direction too. So it doesn't go this way, it doesn't go this way, but they're going to some point off in the distance, both of them together. And then we decide how tall we're going to make it. I'm going to make it this tall. I'm going to bring the sides up so they flare out just a little bit. I mean, they literally, look at the edge of your paper, a clue, and make it come a little bit closer to the edge on this side, and just a little bit. That's going to give it a sense that it's getting higher and closer to you. And as these guys go off into space, so does this. So it's not going to be like this, bad, boo, but it's going to go in this direction, but slightly down because they are all going to some distant area that they're all going to meet at. There, there, and there. And if you do it just right, you find out that this corner and that corner meet. If they don't quite meet, you're going to have to make them meet. In other words, you'll have to bring this one around a little bit. So there's that. So that's our box shape at the bottom. Now from that spot right there, it continues up a little bit higher on one side, right about here, and a little bit higher here. So I'm going to go ahead and extend those so I can get the full form going. So it's like another smaller box on top. And then it's got an axis of symmetry. That's right. Where do you find the axis of symmetry? The trick is, it's going to be somewhere in here, but I'll tell you what, it's actually, if you make an X down here on the bottom like this, that's where the center is. If I make an X at the bottom, that would make where the center is. So it doesn't make any difference what angle you do it, that's where the center is. And I'm going to make it straight up like this, because that's going to be important, because that's where we're going to locate the top right there. Top is a circular shape up here, kind of ends in the cone like I said, and then it's going to have another circular shape higher up where the cap is. So the sidewall comes up to here, and it comes up to here, but this is cut off. So I'm going to start like that, but actually I'm going to go even faster. I'm just going to bring it up to where it gets cut off from here to here. So we don't even have to worry about that because I'm just slicing it off. And the axis of symmetry, I'm going to get rid of that so you can see what's happening here. We know where the axis is, we used it, we got to that spot. So if we want to clean up the inside, we can. Like that. And do this, do this, do this, do this. That's pretty cool, because that kind of gets us right where we want to be. Our last thing is to locate the handle on here, which is a rectangular form again. And to know where the center is, you can again go like this. Like this, that's where the center is right there. Now notice how big this is in the front and how small it is in the back, because it's going back in this space. We'd expect to find it here and not in the middle, because that's visually where it is. And it goes up a bit on an angle, so it's going to go like this. And then we can follow it right there, and it curves around here. That's good. That's the edge right there. There's the edge right here. And here is this dimension on the side, so we've got the edge going back here, the side right there. Let's go ahead and clean this up. I'm going to get rid of the hidden lines. Okay. And it's going to attach at the top right through here. So there it is. It comes out like this, like a box, 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 box. And then it curves down like this. And like I said, it's a box, so you're going to see, just like we see two sides here, we're seeing two sides here. It's going to curve right up, attach right there. And then it kind of spreads out a little bit right there. Now we've got all the basic forms going for ourselves. I know it's a little rough right there, but it's okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add some small details. We can see some dimensions, so it comes in. Actually, all of these folds in material that hold things give it actual strength. It's like corrugated cardboard, but this is like a subtle corrugation on the form, so it gives it some strength. We want to put those lines in there because that's part of the subtle, unmentioned strength that you're going to catch. So here's this line coming in. Here's the top part right here. Here's the bottom part down here, because if we see it, we notice that it actually is something like, and it's rounded so I can soften the corners. That's what's so nice. But after you make the box form, you begin to adjust it to the natural appearance of the object, and you reinforce its softness or its hardness. Whatever happens, if it's crisp, you can make those lines crisp. Right here, they're kind of not so crisp. There we go. And it's a double line right there to show it has a bit of thickness. Yeah. And as it comes up here, we have the same thing at the top. And actually, it's not just right here, it's over here. So whatever I started right there, I'm going to have to even bring it down a little bit further, because this corner is also part of the overhang. So actually, it comes down. And by drawing lightly, you can make those adjustments. There. 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 Even lower. Because that's a healthy jump. Okay. Okay, Mr. Roosevelt, make it lower. I'm making it lower. Goes back in the same angle. Look at that. Adjust it without a lot of headache. Okay, at this point we can start to clean up our lines and see where everything is, because we want this to come over here, want this to come over here. And we do want to know that this line is here, because that's a change in value right there. So we want to keep this line right here, and we want to show a little bit of the back side a little bit too, because we can get some shade right there. So there that is. And we have a label down here, and you can mark that up right there too. So that should be that. And if we go ahead and shade this in, marking off the texture we see right there. Right there. Right there. And like I said, if we go ahead and clean that up, we're going to get done with this object. And you can see that we can get this one done too by adding the shading that we see right there. I did it in advance so that we can actually continue on pretty fast, you know, finish up the label through here, the harder line right through here or through here. We've got a double line down here. You can see where that is. Let me show you where everything is. You can see how this is going to go. Okay, so capture all of the shading. Do it by your visual observation. Take and really check it out. If it gets a little bit darker to one side, do it. If it gets darker through here, do it. Match it up, smooth it out, and when you get done, you get this drawing like this. So that's the end of study number 3. Last two objects right here, let's go ahead and talk about them in our third video, okay? So I'm going to stop it right now and we'll catch another video.